Welcome to the Stellaris Show. I'm Volairen. It is November. I can't talk. It is November 7th, 2024. Man, there's so many things. There's a lot that's happened. And I'm not just talking about yesterday. Now, we don't get political on this channel. Alright, so that being said, I'm not going to talk directly about what happened yesterday. But I will say this. I am going to say this, damn it. You know, I think I can say this without fear. I think that I hope that one day maybe it's looking like the days of having to watch what you say when you make a video, just in general. You know, the days of like can't say certain words or whatever, or just speak your mind, like regardless of what you believe, regardless of where you align politically, you know, you're able to say what you want, or just, you know, within reason, as long as it's not illegal, obviously. I mean, there's some exceptions, but like, you know, I wonder if the day will arrive where people can just say what they want. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It looks like those days may actually be approaching. That we might actually see a future where, you know, creators will be able to get to do what they want to do. And so I think now there's actually a really strong possibility that that's going to be a thing. And that's all I'm going to say. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. That is the most well, it's not even political, really. Like, I mean, it's no secret. Content creators across YouTube, this has been a fact for a long time, regardless of, on both sides of the political fence, have had to, you know, mince and watch what they say, and, you know, have to worry about, you know, like certain things as far as, you know, what they say in their videos. I think there's going to be a lot more freedom for creators going forward after yesterday, and that, like I said, it you know, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna, regardless of what side of the political for fence you are on, like, I think really the future looks bright for just creators everywhere, I think. And that's really all I'm gonna say. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say on this channel right now. And, you know, so again, we gotta worry, but for right now, we gotta worry about terms of service. And I don't want to get demonetized at all. That's why I don't talk about politics. I'm not saying that my views would get me demonetized, but I've seen this on both sides of the political spectrum, and I've seen both sides get, you know, get canned for the things that, demonetized for things that they say. So really, it's just the possibility that someday, you know, and other creators won't have to worry about this stuff anymore, and we could just make content. You know, we can just make content, and if people don't like it, well, they don't have to watch, and they could just unsub. I think those days would be beautiful as a creator, regardless of where I lean politically. I just think, like, you know, I think that's a grand vision, I think. So really, I think I can safely say that without getting a lot of hate. And I mean, you know, and you can call me whatever you want, but I will say that today, you know, yeah, the day looks a little brighter. It looks a little brighter for the creator space, and I'm not just talking about what happened yesterday. Like, you know, like wherever you lean politically, like, you know, stuff I think creators, basically what I'm trying to say is I think creators are about to, creators themselves. I don't talk about everybody else. I'm not going to talk about that. But as far as for what it means for creators, I think, I don't really see a lot of changes happening that would hurt creators in the future overall, you know. I mean, now there might be other things, depending on where you lean, that would suck. Absolutely, you know. So some people, you know, there's some creators where they may have a harder time, like because of the nature of their content, but like other than that, like at least they will still be able to just not have to limit the things that they say or have to even worry about it. So I think hopefully the days of, like, for example, there are certain words that if I said them right now, and actually there has been a couple examples on my channel in the past where I have like put a wrong word or something, or like, you know, or said the wrong thing in the first few minutes, and the monetization came up yellow, and I'm like, what? But I didn't even, you know, I was totally innocent. I wasn't doing anything wrong, but YouTube felt that I was. So, like, I'm talking about that stuff. At the very least, that stuff, I mean, yeah, because, so, and maybe that is a little too political, but I think really, I don't think it's that unreasonable to you know, say, hey, yeah, I mean, yeah, good or bad, what happened yesterday, whether it was overall good or bad, at the very least, the silver lining is that creators, is much more likely that creators going forward are not going to have to have as much fear about, you know, certain things as they used to. So I think, honestly, I think the more freedom creators have, the better. And that's the most I'm going to say. But anyway, that's it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about yesterday, what happened yesterday. We all know what happened yesterday. Okay, so we're going to move forward now. I took a break, guys. Obviously, but not just because of yesterday, but I took a break because right around this time I had to re-up for my visa extension. So I was under a lot of stress. It wasn't just what happened yesterday, but the day before that, I got my visa extension. So I'm gonna be here for another 2 months. So great news there. So I'm really happy because of that. Okay, I will not say I'm happy or sad because of what happened yesterday, but I am happy because I got my visa extended. So if you guys want to know why I have a tinge of cheer in my voice, that's the main reason. I'm gonna say that's the main reason why. You know, yeah, and again, try to keep the comments clean, guys. I know some of you are gonna want to just, you know, yeah, just. All I ask is that, at least for me, if you can, tone it down. Like I said, we still gonna try to not be political on this channel. I don't, you know, anything that jeopardizes my channel, I am going to remove it. As much as I would hate to do it, you know how I feel about that stuff. I hate removing comments, but I will do it when it comes to protecting this channel. So that being said, but yeah, I got my visa extension. So I'm going to be living here in the Philippines for much longer, it looks like, or a little longer. And so that, and then I also secured my internet. So I don't feel like there's any more of a danger now of me randomly losing my internet, like what happened a couple months ago. That was also hanging over my head. I'm like, crap, I need to pay for my internet again. How do I do it? So I figured that out. So yeah, again, we are going to get to Stellaris, guys, but there is stuff to unpack here. Obviously, there are things to unpack, and I did feel I needed to make that statement that, you know, that, yeah, and I'll leave it at that. So what I wanted to do right now, we are going to play Protoss, but first, let's go ahead and I have to catch up on my comments, guys, and I figured the best way to do it would be on the stream. And I'm going to answer them too. So, actually, alright, so these are ones I haven't responded to yet. So, Greenock, this is a day ago, says, hello, thank you for your great guides and tons of useful information. Any hope there will be a Devouring Swarm Void Dwellers video? That's a good question, because, yeah, like, there's Void Dwellers, regular Void Dwellers, but then you can also be Void Dwellers as Hive Mind, or as Devouring Swarm, and also now, with Machine Age, you can be Machines and Void Dwellers. Now, I think with Machine Age, Void Dwellers sadly did take kind of a hit, and I'll tell you why. Well, I don't know about other, I don't know about other builds, but I know if you try to do Void Dwellers with Rogue Servitor, and you're gonna have problems with your bio trophies, or at least I did the last time I did it. So that's the thing. But I actually think I probably should at some point make an updated Void Dweller video, especially if some of the problems I see with it right now get fixed. The other problem with Void Dwellers, with just about any build you play, is now I think obviously it will still work, but you're gonna have to work around the new mega structures. So I think it's really dumb that if you have an arc furnace in a system and a habitat in the same system, I swear to God, I looked at it and I pretty much proved that if you have an arc furnace and a habitat in the same system, they will not share resources. In other words, that arc furnace will be completely nullified by any orbitals that you place on the deposits. So you can make Void Dwellers work, but you will need to work around that. Okay, so that's kind of the thing. Okay, let me go ahead and pull my chat up here. Alright, it doesn't look like I have any chatters. So, yeah, I mean, so my answer is that yes, I think sometime in the future I may do one. Okay, so yes, thank you. I will definitely consider an update considering the Machine Age release and recent changes. A lot has happened here. So yeah, I agree. I think this is a good comment. Like I said, I do think at some point, you know, as I make more Stellaris videos, I will probably make an update to this at some point. I am actually thinking about trying Void Dwellers again. Initially, I was turned off because, like, despite the whole arc furnace problem I just outlined, also Dyson swarms as well. If you pick a Dyson swarm for a system, you will not be able to pick a habitat. So basically, you will have a lot less systems unless you don't build those megastructures, which I don't advise. Those megastructures are absolutely OP, and you should build them whenever you get an opportunity. There's no reason not to. There really isn't. There's not a good enough reason not to, I think. Like, they're basically meta. Those megastructures are effing meta, in my opinion. I mean, some people might crunch numbers and disagree with me. Like, honestly, those megastructures have saved more of my games since I've used them than I can think, and I can count on my hands. So, but yeah. I mean, we're talking mid-game, you've got almost 1,000 mineral gain because of these megastructures. Or not mineral gain, alloy gain because of arc furnaces. They can get you that far. And then on top of that, you have the Dyson swarms to support their energy credit upkeep. So megastructures are a must. That tech is a must. So Void Dwellers clashes with that a little bit. But I think there is a way. I am going to see later if I'll play Void Dwellers again and just try to work around the arc furnaces. And I think it probably maybe will still be good. Just not as good as it used to be because of that factor. So, because you're going to have less systems as a Void Dweller with those, and it's a shame that you have to pick between those two things. You should be able to just have both of them. I hope they look at that sometime. Anyway, that being said, let's see. So this is about trade hubs are not worth building, one of my recent shorts. I knew that was going to be a little controversial, so it says, they are useful, but you don't build many of them. I completely eliminate piracy by having a trade hub in a strategic gatherer, all the trade from a huge swath of planets. Then I build a line of star bases from the trade hub back to the capital. Everything is in line is typically in Anchorage. Doing this is 100% of the trade makes the capital and no pirate spawn. I mean, if you are concerned about pirates, which I'm not, pirates are just a little nuisance. They're like a little speck. In the grand scheme of things, like top priorities of things to focus on, like pirates to me are like gnat, SWAT. It doesn't really. I don't really think it affects the gameplay enough to justify taking up those slots with trade hubs. So I actually think I'm going to double down here and stand by what I said. I don't think trade hubs are worth it at all. Now, to each his own. If you are concerned about trade like that, if you really want to, if you really want to eliminate piracy, maybe you're playing a certain build or whatever. I can't think of any where piracy would matter that much that you would need to make a build around it. But maybe the day will come where that's a thing. But until that day comes, I don't really think trade hubs are really worth it there when you can put a fleet anchorage or something, or a solar panel or something more productive. I just don't think it's worth it. And really, also here, excuse me. And here's the other thing too. When it comes to trade collection, really, as long as you build star bases on your main starting planets, you're not going to have to worry about trade. Unless you're a megacorp or something like that. Even then, as a megacorp, you just build branch offices. So it's, it's, like I said. So, but yeah, I still think, despite what he says, that they're not really worth building. But like I said, maybe they're, maybe you're a stickler about trade, and I'm not gonna judge you for that. I don't think that's bad play. I mean, you are gonna get some more energy credits. For me, like I said, I would much rather have that space for something else. That's why I say that. So, yeah. But let's go ahead, like, and comment there. Have never had huge problems with pirates, but there may be situations and play styles where pirate control is more important. I just feel there are better buildings you can put there that will impact your empire more. Thanks for the comment. And I do agree, at the least, you should not spam them. So, okay, wish there was a building. Let's see. This one's about tips when playing Criminal Heritage Civic. Yeah, wish it, where there was a building that was like a faked, corrupt law enforcement agency to reduce the amount of crime the enforcers reduce. That is a good point. I like that idea. Yeah, you should be able to make branch offices to, you know, subvert enforcers. And yeah, it's kind of a waste of building space, but it's better than losing your branch office. And actually even go further and have that building like guarantee that you don't lose your branch office from crime reduction. That is, I think that's fair. I think that's a way to fix the problem. So if you've got a computer who's being an asshole and doing that, then you're not just up the creek without a paddle, and you wasted all that influence and all those credits and stuff. You can at least keep the energy credit gain of your branch office, if not have, and maybe have a couple extra building. You know, you just won't have as much buildings as you would. Yeah, so I think that's a beautiful idea, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and comment after I read the rest. So, or a way to prevent your branches from being shut down, maybe even an espionage operation that sabotage and force our effectiveness. It feels like you're constantly opening branches that get shut down. Yeah, it does. And that's kind of, that's the problem with Criminal Heritage, at least in PvE. Now, I don't know too much about it in PvP, but PvE, like, yeah, the computer will just straight... They'll just spam enforcer buildings until the branch office shuts down, which is really dumb. It's bad for the computer, because now the computer wasted all its building spots. And it's bad for me, obviously, because my branch office closed. So it doesn't really help the computer to do that. So it just, yeah, it's kind of like dumb AI behavior. It really is. So... But as far as, like, it being espionage, no, I think they should just throw espionage out or rework it. Espionage needs a rework, so yeah, shouldn't even bother with that. But yeah, that building, making a new Criminal Heritage building that fights this shit, I think is a beautiful thing. I agree 100% on the new building idea to preserve at least the branch itself, even if you have to waste a slot doing so. Thanks for the comment. Okay. Sorry about the typing. I'm trying to do this fast. I have a lot to get through, guys. I mean, a little bit. So, let's see. So this one's about Stellaris tips, how to build a Corvette. What are your thoughts on, instead of afterburners, replacing it with a cloaking device to have a more ambush-focused ship that can decloak next to an enemy fleet and immediately be in disruptor range? So, I mean, I don't mess with cloaking. I don't have first contact. That being said, I do think, like, really, just about anything, like, I think a cloaking device, if you were to mess with that, I think that would be more effective, I think. If that was your strategy, yeah. I definitely would see a cloaking device being more valuable than afterburners in that situation. And as far as, like, being in disruptor range, like, yeah, if you like disruptors, if you know how to use them, or if it's early game and you're using disruptors, yeah, I could see the merit in that strategy. So, I will just reply, that is T, though I am not that experienced with cloaking. All right. So I'm gonna go. So how do I get to the council? So this is about my Stellaris Leaders Guide. So I actually made 2 leader videos. Now, I want to say this about my leader video. I watched it recently, and I was not happy with what I saw. I don't know. I was like talking slower or something. I need to rework that video, and the numbers reflect it. It doesn't have very good numbers. I was like, wow, I did so much work on this video, but then I watched it and I was like, ooh, I didn't know I sounded like that. So I honestly think, to me anyway, as a creator, that was one of my stinkers, and I apologize for that. If any of you guys thought that video sucked, my latest leader guide sucked, I apologize. I will try to give an explanation here as to why that happened. And by the way, hello Fenru, how's it going? Just answering my comments here. So my last leader guide, I think I was in the process of the move, and I was going under a lot of stress and doing a lot of going through a lot of crazy stuff at the time, and so I think that was the reason why I was talking a lot slower. I kind of was just, I think what happened, I think that video came out, not 100% sure. I'd have to look at the date it came out, but I believe that when that video came out, I was struggling with I was struggling with certain health issues that I had thought were, you know, gone or had been resolved. They came back, and so that's what I'll say about that. Like I was going through some real life stuff when I released that video, so I wasn't at my best. That's basically my explanation there for that, why that video sounded the way it did. I sounded really slow. I don't understand how I didn't catch that. So again, like, yeah, the information is good, but I couldn't even watch it. So I'm not going to take the video down, and some people might not bother them that I'm talking that slow, but I definitely want to rework that video. I really do. I want to rework the leader video and put in a better one out for sure. So how do I get to the council? So this is the original question. So click government. You may, for multiple positions or council slots, you may need the Galactic Paragons DLC. Okay. So yeah, you also might need Galactic Paragons if you want an expanded council, but just the council itself, at least your leader, you can look at that by clicking the government button. It is this button right here. There you go. You click government, and there's your council. Hope that answers that guy's question. So, hold on, I gotta put my windows back up. Okay. So yeah. This guy says, let's go. I'll just thumbs up and heart that. Don't really know what to respond to that. Apparently, he liked my trade hubs are not worth building. Let's see. Let's see. So, about my Stellaris 3.2 synthetic fertility origin build guide. Barbinkle said, or Barbinkle says, this is, in my opinion, more OP than virtuality. It's because that you can go wide. You know, it's basically that, but you can go wide. I agree. I like synthetic fertility. Like, it's basically, if you want to go tall, you can go tall. If you want to go wide, you can transition to that. You can do that. So I definitely think that's a strength of that origin for sure. So yeah, if you want to build super wide, you can. If you want to build super tall, you can. Just depending on what you pick or whatever. Obviously, your choices are going to be different if you're trying to do a single planet challenge or something like that. For sure, like if you're trying to build really tall, then you may pick different choices. But yeah, I mean, but you can always, there are choices you can pick for sure that absolutely will allow you to just, you know, explode and build wide. So yes, great point. Thank you. So I actually wanted, there was another comment. Now I had already answered it before I got on here, but he made the comment that basically in my video I stated that you don't want to pick a certain options that destroy the repository, because you basically get nothing from that. This commenter claims that that's not the case anymore, that they recently updated it. So after I came out with this, yeah, this is live. This is live chat. Welcome, Rob. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to not acknowledge you right away. But I'm just going through my comments here, that my backlog of comments that I kind of checked out for the past 3 or 4 days. So just trying to catch up, you know, as a YouTuber. So, but yeah, so synthetic fertility may have gotten an update since I came out with it, and you might be able to choose that and actually get the pops from the identity repositories. If that's true, that is definitely a powerful option. I don't think you necessarily should pick it every time, but there will definitely be situations where you would want to. Like, for example, you got a belligerent empire breathing down your neck. Well, then yeah, I'm going to want to break the repository. I need all the resources I can get. So yeah, it definitely gives you more options. So it's definitely worth picking if you want those pops. It's just before, it did absolutely nothing. So it was like, why the hell did I even pick this? Like, this just gimped me. And so yeah, like so yeah, I would still pick the repository, but like I said, according to the commenter, they may have changed that option so that you actually get something out of it now. All right. So what to do when playing a Megacorp Empire? So Salty says, okay, I'm not going to respond to that because that. Okay, so I will respond to it. I will talk about. Okay, if you make a comment and you say what, I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Nothing. There's no context. There's just no context. Come on, man. You got to give me something. I mean, yeah, okay. You're free to leave that comment, but I'm not going to respond to it because I don't know what to respond to. You didn't give me any context or content. Like, the question, what about what? Like, okay. You gotta, if you got a question, ask me, but like, what? I don't know how to respond to what. So yeah, it's kind of like a non-comment almost. I like I said. So, I mean, yeah. So in the future, guys, if you're gonna leave comments on my channel and you want me to respond or have a chance of me responding, like, you gotta give me some material to work with. You know, like, just asking what, I have no idea what you're asking me about. You know what I mean? Like, just the word what? Like, what do you mean? I never said anything. You know? So, like, were you talking about the entire video? Well, I have no idea what you mean there, dude. So, yeah, like, that's an example of, like, if I don't really know how to respond, I'm just not gonna respond. You know, so I'm gonna choose not to respond to that comment. Let's see, so the rest, yeah, I think we're current with the rest. All right. So let's go ahead and get to the game. Apologize to anybody who wanted to just see me play the game. I get that. It's just today's kind of a special day, you know, and I have been away for a few days, so I wanted to catch up there. But yeah, so we're playing Protoss right now, and you know, yeah, and it has been an exciting 3 or 4 days, but it's also been stressful. You know, there were a couple moments in the past few days where I was like, I felt burnt out and was just like, dude, I don't want to do anything. But then, you know, just, yeah. I think for everybody, the past 3 days have been very stressful. At least in America, obviously, for obvious reasons. And like I said, we don't get political here, but yeah, I mean, so we got a pretty big fleet. Now, I don't forgot what the hell I was doing here. Give me a second to bear with me. So I am concerned about our consumer benefit loss here. That's annoying. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that right now, but we will be paying attention to that. So food is something else that's actually, it annoys me that it's in that big of a deficit, because I have definitely been trying to keep up with my food production. I have a few food planets. That should be enough, so I don't know what's going on. That's kind of dumb. So I guess we'll just have to wait for more pops, and hopefully these hopefully our agricultural worlds will get more population. We'll be able to fill those out. Yeah, it looks like this has a cut of some jobs available, so... Alright, we're gonna hit the pause button. See what happens. So, I think... Now, I do think I claimed... Yeah, I spam claimed this guy, so... Let's see if we can go to war with him and take those planets. Yeah, I think, definitely. Probably should return and just take that guy's stuff. We're considering going to war with this guy too. But we might. I mean, it says he's superior. I don't think he is. I don't think he really is. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and hit the unpause button. Now, I might have a short stream, guys, because there is, there may be something I want to do. Let me see here. Sorry, guys, I do need to look at something really quick. Okay, well, you know what? I think I'm okay. I'll do that, I'll do that thing next week. What it is, I'm not going to talk about on YouTube, so. I've owned Stellaris about a year now, got all the DLC, and still feel like I know nothing about it. Yeah, well, if you got all the DLC, that's a lot of content to go through. That's a lot of content to learn, compared to the base game. I mean, just things like cloaking alone, and, you know, other mechanics, you know, ship types, ascension perks, things like that. Like, yeah, just... yeah, it's a whole other game. So I don't blame you, dude. Like, you know, it's just gonna come with time, and obviously, you know, try to watch as many of my videos as you can. So I'm sure some of them will help you. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a guide for every single little aspect and every single DLC, of course, but I mean, I am working on it. Alright, so we have a suitcase and an arrow, so we're gonna go ahead and... So we're gonna upgrade our capital. We've got credits, good. So this is our generator world. So... Yeah, I'm definitely going to make another generator district. So that's kind of a strategy I've just been following this game, is I've just been looking for suitcases and arrows. And when I see a suitcase, that's when I start, you know, building on that planet. And that's actually, ever since I did that, that's been very good for my economy. So I got 1,000 alloys. I definitely think we need to build some more. Yeah, we got cruisers, we've been pumping them out. So that's really good. And I think, let me look at our technology. Ooh, we are about to upgrade. Yeah, we need to upgrade before we go to war, for sure. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll get this technology, and then... should be right about now. Right about now. Right about now! It doesn't want to. Let's see. Yeah, gunship focus probably best.
Scientific breakthrough.
All right, now we got it. So, what are our choices here? Crystals, absolutely. Like we don't have any right now. We gonna need crystals to progress. So, all right, let's go to our fleet manager. Let's make sure that our cruisers. Okay, they have the second level, so we need to upgrade those immediately. I mean, that's a direct weapons upgrade, like best in slot for us. So we could upgrade that, but this is what's going to be upgraded the most. Yeah, so definitely. In fact, I think we need to go ahead and. Let's go ahead and cancel these ships. Oh. Son of a... Come on. Oh, here, I will just... Stop. Stop everything. There we go. Now we'll see. Okay. I know I just recruited stuff. No? Hold on, I'm looking for my ships. I know I just queued up a bunch of ships. Did they get built already? That's a fast building speed if they did. That's crazy. I don't think they did. Huh. Weird, okay. Alright, well, I mean, whatever. We'll just upgrade. Change out those weapons.
Our ships have been made superior.
Yeah, our factory needs to get some suitcases. So they need to have health. Okay. So let's go ahead and fill the duelist jobs and see if they're amenities. Okay, so yeah. Good. We're going to get more resources from them. That did help our consumer goods a little bit. We're probably just going to... Well, we did make another factory world now. That's annoying. Yeah. I see a problem right here. Go away. You're fired. Work on consumer goods. So... yeah, I think we're good there. That's the best we're going to be able to do. We can build another industrial district on there as well. So hopefully that takes care of that problem. We may need to start making industrial worlds too. Well, no, I just think we need to make another factory world. That's kind of the thing, if we get another planet.
Incoming transmission.
So somebody wants to be our friend. Okay, fair enough. Let's see, food. So, food's a problem. I don't understand why. Is there anything stupid going on with the... No? You know what? Even though they don't have a suitcase, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and preemptively build agriculture districts. Let's go ahead and build some farms. Do we have exotic gases? We do. I think I'll keep them for capital. Yeah, there's a research complex we can upgrade. Alright, we've got a tradition. So, it looks like we are about to get another Ascension perk. That's great. So, now we can do the Crisis. Now, Crisis, with what we got going on, makes a lot of sense. Actually. It just would take a lot of research, and I've just never been able to pull off the whole Crisis thing. It just seems like by the time I do pull it off, I'm too busy doing other stuff or getting other tech. It's just kind of like, yeah, I mean... Now this one, you use a lathe. This Cosmogenesis seems to be more popular than your standard Nemesis run. It does seem pretty cool whenever I've tried to do it, but, like... As far as these other ones... Imperial Prerogative... I mean, I'm not going to do Consecrated Worlds. There's definitely better stuff. I'm thinking. I don't know. Considering my options here, let's look at our edicts. I might pick up the Edict Ascension perk. No, I'm not really using up my edict fund. Not really. Capacity subsidies is just, no, we don't even need it. We have so much energy credits, it's ridiculous. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm already doing khorne. I might as well go all the way. Right? I might as well go all the way. And just, like, do khorne and just, like, yeah, destroy the galaxy. I'd be evil protoss. You know, I'll be the Tal'Darim. Looks like we're turning into the Tal'Darim this game. We should just, you know, color our Empire red and whatnot. Yeah, though, you know what? That actually... We probably should, at some point, do a Tal'Darim build guide. I don't think we can, though. Like, it's kind of impossible with the portraits that we have. There's really nothing... Well, for one, there's nothing that looks like Alarak. And I guess... You know, it's kind of... Yeah, so I'd have to mull that one over. So... We could pick Normal Crisis or Cosmogenesis. I think, really, either one would fit thematically. But we could probably go... Let's just go... Let's try Cosmogenesis again. I'm actually going to give it my honest shot.
Situation log updated.
So we got a situation log, Cosmogenesis. So what do we do? So, and we got Eater of Worlds. Okay. So I think Cosmogenesis and Eater of Worlds actually will go hand in hand very nicely. That's what I think. I think that's kind of a match made in heaven right there. I mean, we're gonna go to war with the whole galaxy anyway, eventually. So, we're gonna be constantly at war. So, we're not gonna have any penalties. So, like, that on top of that, we're the crisis. We got the crisis ships and things like that. That's going to be really powerful. So I think overall, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So now we're waiting for our ships to upgrade.
Incoming transmission.
But once we do that, we are going to go. We're going to go do some fighting. You know what? We could try to escalate diplomatically with this guy here.
Have been made superior.
I'd actually like to just work on the crisis and then take out these federations, take out all this stuff up here. I might actually stay friends with this guy and maybe vassalize him. Hopefully I can. He's going to be hard to vassalize though, because he's been staying ahead of us, power-wise, which is annoying. We definitely need to raise our alloys. Like, really, we just gotta wait for more pops. There's really no way around it.
Ships have been made
so
superior.
we got a planet terraformed. It's a shame it has that many agriculture districts, but we could use another farm planet, but we need a factory planet more. We are really burning through the consumer goods. But anyway, either way, we're gonna colonize. So we'll go ahead and do that. So the Shroud's accessible. Let's go ahead and do that. Diplomacy. So reach into the Shroud. We have more than enough energy credits to do that. Ethic, attractiveness, ship repair. I don't really care about ethics right now. Let's go for ship repair. And we got nothing. Alright, so it's kind of like gambling, right? A little bit. You could go for the low-hanging fruit. What's going on? Oh, I ran out of food. Okay. Well, I have a lot of credits, so we'll fix that. Jam for a soul. Yeah, we'll just buy 5,000. That'll take care of that for a little bit. We'll buy 2,500. That'll take care of that for a little bit. Hopefully we can get that up in the meantime. Alright, so what's going on here? Why are you mad? Well, for one, they don't have... Do they need an enforcer? I don't think they need an enforcer, dude. Oh, okay, maybe they do. 20% crime is bad. Alright, we'll just leave that then. I'll just, yeah. It's gonna eat into our consumer goods. But, whatever, we need the amenities, so, yeah. So that fixes that problem. Hopefully they'll get more pops and we can fill out these artisan jobs. So we got another... Okay, let's see what this guy has anything worth of stuff. Nah. We're good. Well, what annoys me is that I got food, so the situation should just disappear. Alright, so our main leader was destroyed. And thankfully it picked another official. Now that reminds me about scientists. We do have one scientist just chilling. So we could probably claim some more planets. I think we should do so. Go ahead and grab that and that. Ooh, we can take that as well. Yoink. Yeah, there's not going to be much left of this guy after we're done with him. We basically consumed this empire. That's fine. I actually think I am going to quit a little early today, guys, because I still am feeling a little bit... I need to go running and do some stuff. But I wanted to get back on track here, guys. I wanted to, you know, commune with you guys and just kind of like hang out and be like, hey, you know, I'm still around. I took a few days off, but, you know, I'm still here. So, yeah, I'm not going nowhere. And it's a beautiful day today, and, you know, yeah, and I got an extension, so I don't have to worry for another couple months as to where the hell I'm gonna live, or if I'm have to fly out of here and fly back. So yeah, so I can focus again. A lot of stress is gone, so really good. So definitely gonna have him as analyst. Let's see, not a banned account. Ooh, I don't like. Oh. All right. Thank you for. I guess that's a super chat, but it is political, so I'm not really gonna answer that. I'm sorry, dude. I mean, you can get refund if you want, but yeah, not really gonna. Yeah, sorry, dude. But anyway. Yeah, not a banned account. It's like a not a red flagged account. Anyway, but thanks for the super chat, I guess. But yeah, I won't answer super chats that are gonna jeopardize my channel. So yeah, no thanks. Let's see. But anyway, yeah. So what we can definitely hold on. I lost my train of thought. All right. You know what? I think I will just end it there. Actually, what did we get here? Okay, so we got more upgrades. Actually, probably should upgrade them. Now this is interesting. This doesn't take too much. Well, this is just crisis level 2. So dark matter reactor. That's a lot of months to be without research. So I think for the first time in my life, I want to pass on this because it's not really going to do much. I mean, it will do a lot actually, but like we're fine on energy credits, but we probably should pick it regardless. Though, yeah, crisis level 2. Let's go ahead and just do that. Now, we have been chipping away at precognitive interfacing at some psionic tech, so there's that as well. Let me see here. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. We're gonna go ahead and continue this in a couple days. When we come back, we will probably go to war with this guy. I think most of our upgrades are done, but I do have something I want to attend, an event I want to attend, you know, off stream. So I will probably go ahead and do that now. But yeah, it's good to be back. Looks like things are working out, you know, in my personal life, not just because of what happened yesterday, but anyway. Well, anyway, you guys have a good one. I say, like, regardless of what's happened recently, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're feeling better. And just remember this: no matter what happens, shit works out. Okay, it does. Shit does work out. And if you think it's the end of the world right now, I'm here to tell you it's probably not. Okay? Life does go on, and it does, you know, things have a mysterious way of working out, whether you believe in a higher deity or not. That's all I'm going to say there. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you are. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Oh, by the way, real quick, if you like my stuff, go ahead and like and subscribe. You know, that typical YouTuber stuff, you know, that every YouTuber tells you what to, you know, tells you to do. You know, that way I'll be in your feed sometimes. Don't really know with the accuracy of the algorithm, especially lately, whether that will happen or not, but, you know, yeah. I mean, like and subscribe, it helps the channel. Comments definitely help the channel, even the negative ones, as long as they're civil and constructive. Those are great. I love reading them. I love responding to them. I'm pretty, as some of you know, I am pretty active with the comments. Join the Discord and my live streams, like right now, if you want to chat and hang out with me. You know, like right now, this is the best way to interact with me. And also, you can DM me on, as of right now, you can DM me on Discord anytime. Of course, that might change later in the future as I get bigger, but you know, I'm pretty active in my Discord. Also, speaking of Discord, I have another announcement. Now that all this is passed, I definitely am going to turn my focus onto Discord a little bit and see if I can start streaming on a casual basis in the general voice chat room. Now, I want to make something clear right now, something I've thought about, something that's bothered me a little bit, borderline bothered me, not outright bothered me, but if I'm streaming, if I'm in there, and you get on and you're weird and just kind of like, vibes are a thing on Discord, right? And you cause any kind of problem, I'm just gonna block you. I'm just gonna ban you. I'm not gonna really just, like I said, it's not like my channel, right? I don't have to be as nice on Discord as I am on my channel for obvious reasons. Discord doesn't pay me, and it's not, and not just that though. It's just, that's my personal space, right? Like, Discord is my home. Okay, so when you go into someone's home, you need to be respectful, right? So and the host needs to be comfortable. Everybody needs to be comfortable. So, and if they're not, then whoever that is that's making that situation uncomfortable, they need to go, right? Because it's your home, right? So that's how I view it. So if you get on Discord, you know, obviously, you know, common sense. But anyway, I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I am going to tentatively stick my toes in that water and see what happens. I will get in general and kind of see if some of you guys want to watch me play some games, you know, after hours, you know, on the side in Discord. Like, well, why don't you just stream on your channel? Well, the problem with the channel is that if I were to stream, a lot of times it would be in the middle of the night. There'd be no traffic, and I mean, I might get people from India and whatnot, you know, and other countries, but I wouldn't get anybody from the US, which is where most of my subscribers are, let's face it. So, and most of my player base, for, you know, most of my viewers, that's where they're coming from. So it makes no sense for me to really go live and do all that. And it just gives me a chance to focus on Discord. So yeah, if you're interested in watching me live stream on Discord, you know, casually, there's no schedule, there's no promises, there's nothing. I play whatever I want, and just hang out with me. Then yeah, join the Discord. So let me see. Yeah. Oh, I have a join button, right? I have a join button. If you click the join button, you'll see a membership video. It'll tell you everything, most of what you get. What it doesn't tell you is that I also usually have an extensive backlog of at least a bunch of shorts. I do need to catch up on that, by the way. Also, so any video, anything I put on the schedule as far as content upload, you will see immediately. You will have access to immediately. You do not have to wait till it is released to the public. So you will be able to see my backlog at all times if you're a member. So that's just one of the many benefits. When we get 10 members, I will make a membership only video and I will release it to public like a month later. So yeah, you'll have things like that. We'll have members only live streams for sure. I look forward to that day, guys. I look forward to the day even 10 members would just make my day. That's such a huge milestone. So I want that to happen. I want us to have that community that, you know, and it's only $5. Like I said, I'm not e-begging here, but like I said, I don't have any other tiers as of this time. I have considered possibly in the future making another tier a little more expensive if that's what you guys want, or you guys are okay with it. But yeah, the join button exists. You can click it, and you do get stuff for doing it. So if you want to invest in the channel, I look at it as an investment as well. And thank you, Not Banned Account, for your investment as well. You know, I'm sorry I couldn't respond to it. So, but yeah, that being said, regardless of what you guys do, I know times are tough right now. Now, maybe times will not be so tough later. We'll see. But times are tough right now, especially monetarily. So whatever you guys do to help, even just your view and your watch time, I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it, and thank you. So I thank you for every number and analytic that I get. That being said, have a good one, guys, and take care.